Are y'all ready to get to the bag? Welcome to the Baddies West After Show. I'm going to give this episode a 6.5. Do you think that Scottie touched Razor inappropriately? Better believe we're going to talk about it, okay? Welcome back to Damien After Dark. If you're new here or you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right below this video. Also, hit the thumbs up button for me. Like the video. When you do that, it shares this video throughout YouTube so more people like yourself can find us and join us each and every week. Last but not least, join the conversation. I want to hear from you on what you thought about this episode when it comes to this whole Scottie and Razor thing. We're going to get down to all of it. We're going to talk about it all, okay? So look, let's just dive right into it. Also, if you haven't seen my Super Bowl video regarding Rihanna and her pregnancy, go check that out. It's up now. The baddies, they're leaving for Vegas, and they got a new bus. I like this bus better than I did last season's bus. Y'all remember last season's bus? It was like Pepto-Bismol pink. This season, it's black with pink writing that says Baddies on it. I like it. The inside is nice. The outside is nice. Even Krishan says in a confessional that I thought was funny. You can tell we didn't have as much money as we did last season because this bus is, it's a lot. Sorry, y'all, I'm drinking Pepsi, so I might burp a little bit in this video. Sorry. Tommy and Natalie, instead of going on a bus, they're going on a private jet, which they think the girls are going to be mad about. Natalie's telling Tommy about Krishan. She's like, some of these younger girls in the game who are just now starting out, they just don't get it because we're the OGs and we've been doing this forever. Natalie being Natalie, stroking her ego. And she says, she tells Tommy about Krishan last week. And she said, Krishan is saying things like she's the star of the show. And I'm like, Natalie, does that not sound familiar? Like, you were Krishan 10, 12 years ago. Natalie used to say, I'm the star of the show. This is my show. I run LA. We all know Natalie was famous for that, right? So she's just getting mad. Well, not really getting mad, but getting frustrated with Krishan for what she used to do. And sometimes I sense a little jealousy. I don't know. I don't want to say that. I hope she has good intentions with Rock and she's proud of Rock for getting the success that she's got. Maybe she's not jealous. I don't know. Now, on the bus, we see that Low London and Rock are actually bonding, which I love to see. I love to see it. It seems like they squashed it and moved on, which I'm surprised. I figured that Rock was going to kind of hold resentment towards Low London. I think that she thought I thought that she thought that Low London was trying to get a TV moment off of her, so she would kind of push her to the side and say, fuck her. But we see them on the bus, drunk, laughing. She's playing with Low's boobs. And speaking of boobs, a lot of the girls are they're drunk, they're feeling themselves, they're feeling each other, they're tonguing one another, they're making out. And listen, Rock has said before that she's not bisexual or that she's not into girls, but I beg to differ. Okay, your boyfriend Blueface, when y'all show, he brought that up. He asked if you were gay because you'd be making out with girls, you'd be fondling on girls. And I'm sorry, I get that vibe from Rock. She just gives me like she would go to town on some coochie. Like, y'all, am I the only one that feels that way? I don't know why. Like I know why. I know why. Blah, blah, blah. I know why. I know why. Because, one, her actions, she be all over females, licking them, touching them, sucking them. And she gives me super tomboy dude vibes. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I give feminine vibes myself. So I can't, I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. I'm just saying, let's call a spade a motherfucking spade here. Rock, are you in denial about your sexuality? Put in the comments what you think. Do you think Rock is bisexual? Or do you think, no, she just likes licking clit for fun? Now, while Razor played background these first few episodes, I don't want to say finally, we're getting to see a different side to Razor. I don't know if Razor just thought, maybe I need to step it up for the cameras. I'm not doing enough. or if this is just really how Razor is. But she did a lot this episode, and I wasn't feeling it too much. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it. Now, Scottie upsets Razor. We see that Scottie upsets Razor when she starts asking about Razor's tattoos. Razor has a lot of tattoos. Scottie says, so what's this one? And what's this one? And what's this one? And, they're both drunk. They're both obviously drunk. You can tell in their eyes that they're faded. And I do think that Scottie was being a little bit handsy in that one moment when she was grabbing on her waist, because we just met. It's day 2 or 3. And I know we drunk, but you doing a lot of touching and feeling and rubbing and you know what I'm saying? She was drunk, and I don't think Scottie would have done that sober. And you don't put your hands on people like that. Especially, I don't think it was done in ill intentions, though. I don't think Scottie had malicious intentions. I don't think she was trying to be perverted and nasty and freak vibes, weird vibes. I think they were all drunk. I think she wasn't being conscious of what she was doing, and I think she was genuinely trying to see the tattoo that Razor had on her body. Razor, it did feel like an overreaction from her. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I haven't been sexually assaulted. I've never been molested. I've never been inappropriately touched. So I don't know how that feels. And I don't want to tell someone how to react in that situation. But the fact that she drugged this out for so long until we got back to the house, until we got to the point where the girls were trying to go out to the club and get to the bag, get their check. Like, it just kept going on and on and on the whole episode. And I really feel like we could have condensed that and at least seen the girls go to the club on this episode versus dragging it out and waiting until next episode to see them in the club. But I'm not editing the show. So now on the bus, did y'all see Biggie? She was standing so the cameraman had an angle down the hallway of the bus, and he's videoing the girls arguing. You got Razor over here, you got security in the middle, and then you got Scottie. Did y'all see Biggie at the end, trying to stand up so the camera could see her, doing what Biggie does the most, wanting the camera to see her, doing the motherfucking most. I'm trying to like Biggie, y'all. I'm really trying to like Biggie, but I just can't like Biggie, dog. I just don't know what it is about Biggie. I just don't like her, man. I'm trying. It ain't got nothing to do with her voice. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing like that. It's her fucking... I just feel... I don't know. I don't fucking know. Maybe it is her voice that drives me fucking crazy after all. That voice. Okay. Now, Scottie, while her and Razor are going back and forth, she tries to demonstrate to Razor what she did. So she touches her again. Apparently. I didn't see it. However, Razor says, she gets pissed. She's like, don't fucking touch me, bro. And she just swings on Scottie and hits her in the face. I'm pretty sure she punched her. And Razor's on 100 at this point. Straight 100. Going crazy. And I'm like, is this the Razor that we saw last episode who was telling Lo, get your lick back? Get your lick back. Is this the same Razor? I don't think it is. I do think she was doing a lot. However, again, this is where it's a fine line for me. I'm balancing on this fine line because you can't tell people how to react when they feel like their boundaries have been crossed or they feel like they've been inappropriately touched. Now, we see throughout the episode, Biggie and Rolly, they both say they do not feel like Scottie touched her inappropriately. They said they were both there and they saw it. They feel like Razor was overreacting because she was drunk. And it does make me wonder, was Razor too drunk to where she just thought that she was trying to touch her or she touched her pussy? Did Scottie touch her thigh? Did Scottie touch her right here on her thigh and she thought it was her pussy. I don't know. I don't want to say that Scottie didn't touch her when Razor is saying that she did. I mean, her reaction was really crazy for her just to be lying about it. I'm confused here. I'm stuck. I need to go back and rewind and watch. What do y'all think at home? It's very important that you put your opinions and you comment below. Do you think that Scottie touched Razor inappropriately? Chime in and join the conversation. Let us know what you think. And you know, even Low London said something that I kind of was thinking as I watched. Maybe Scottie triggered her. Maybe something has happened to Razor in her life where she was touched or somebody violated her, and that just triggered her in that moment, and that's why she exploded. It could make sense. But she's too fucking drunk and she just needs to calm down. I feel like had alcohol not been a factor, they probably would have talked about it and talked it out easier. You know, the right thing would have been like, yo, hey, please don't touch me like that again. I feel violated when you do that. Like, please don't ever touch me like that again. It could be an honest mistake. And then y'all dust it off and move forward. But the Casamigos, the 2 bottles of Casamigos that they drank on that 4-hour bus ride, that was the real problem. And I don't know about y'all, but because they're all drunk at this point, but watching that, I was getting claustrophobic. When they were fighting, I'm like, that looks like that would be too much for me. We in this little confined space, everybody's fighting. Like, oh, alert, alert here. So we get to the house in Vegas. The girls walk in the house. They're not even there, 10 minutes? And Razor brings this issue up again. They can't go in the house. They can't pick bedrooms. They can't settle in without Razor bringing this issue up to Scottie again. And she wants to fight her. And I'm just like, Razor, goddamn, like, what is the big fucking deal here? Can we talk this shit out like women? Can you like at least wait till y'all sober up and discuss this tomorrow? Can y'all go, like, stay at home, let them go to the club? Like, what the fuck? Come on, Razor. Because we as the viewers don't want to keep seeing this shit and hash it out. I want to see, I don't know, I just want to see them chill in the house, talk in the house, getting to know one another, cutting up in the kitchen, getting ready to go out. You remember how and I gotta stop comparing it to Bad Girls Club because I always want to do that. But you remember how on Bad Girls Club they would be getting ready in their little vanity room, doing their hair, talking shit. You know, like, I want to see stuff like that. It's always some fucking drama that I feel like Natalie and them are setting up. Like, let's get all the girls together when we walk in the house. Why do we need Natalie to talk to all the girls when they walk in the house in a circle? Like, just let them go to their fucking rooms. So, they're down there. They're in the circle. Razor's pissed. She wants to fight again. So what happens? They go at it again. And I got to give it to Scottie. I got to give it to Scottie on this one because from what I saw, from what these eyes saw, Scottie got some licks in. I mean, it was wop, 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 wop to Razor's head. And I think that solidified too that Razor was drunk as fuck. Because you could just tell, in her eyes, you could tell in the way she was fighting, you could tell in the way she was screaming and yelling, because, like, either you're bipolar as fuck, and no shade to the bipolar community. Anybody that's bipolar out there, I'm not shading you. I had a brother who dealt with that. I know the severity of it, but seriously, either she's bipolar as fuck or she's just severely intoxicated. And I'm putting it on the severely intoxicated point because episodes 1 through 3, this was not her. Now, the girls get ready to go out to the club. Everybody's getting ready to go out, and Razor is still on one. She's still yelling, and I'm just like, girl. Like, like, girl, how do you become my favorite to getting on my damn nerves? This girl was my favorite. the last few episodes. And she's gone from my favorite to getting on my goddamn nerves. Anybody else feel that way? But you know what? One thing I do know that I noted, when I was watching her and listening to her talk, she reminds me of a celebrity. Do y'all know who I'm talking about? She's a rapper, and she's a rapper. Think about it. She reminds me of Lotto, formerly known as Mulatto. Y'all know who Lotto is. Like, they look alike. They have the same skin tone almost. They were even talking alike. I'm like, this girl could be Lotto's big sister. Like, seriously. Now, and Lo, Biggie and Lo are trying to calm Razor down. It's not working. She's screaming. She's acting fool. She just don't want to hear it. She keeps telling them, bring me Scottie. Bring me your friend right fucking now. Bring me Scottie. Scottie is upstairs in Natalie's room talking to Natalie and Tommy, and she says she's doing this for TV. Scottie says Razor is doing all this for TV, and I'm afraid to say that I think so too. I have to agree with Scottie on this one, and y'all know I've never been the biggest Scottie fan, but how am I signing with Scottie over Razor at this point? I mean, Scottie, everything she's saying, she's okay. For one, I'm kind of on her side when it comes to the tattoo thing and touching her. I'm leaning more towards Scottie's side. When it comes to Scottie and Razor fighting, I'm leaning towards more Scottie's side when it comes to fighting. I think she not really whooped her ass, but she put the paws on Razor. And now she's saying that she thinks Razor is doing this for TV, and I kind of agree with her. Again, as I've said before, similar to Biggie, when a lot of these people get on TV for the first time, they feel like they have to amp it up. The reason why reality TV used to be so fucking good back in the day, when we had Real Housewives of Atlanta and Bad Girls Club and all that shit back in the day, 2008, 9, the reason why that shit was so good is because there was no blueprint. People didn't feel pressure to go on TV and be the next Natalie Nunn or be the next Nene Leakes. People would go on TV and just be themselves. Now you got people like Biggie and Razor who are just amping it up for TV, and it looks thirsty. It looks desperado. It looks very desperado. Now Tommy suggests to Scottie, why don't y'all just fight again so you can shut her up, so they don't end up going to the club and getting in a fight. Because meanwhile, all this drama's going on. They're just trying to get to the club. They have a club appearance tonight, and apparently that's what getting to the bag means, y'all. The girls, when they go to these nightclubs, they're getting a check. So that's their point when they say, because y'all know we make fun of them when they talk about getting to the bag, right? Now look, I had a suggestion. Tommy actually brought this up. How about everybody leave and leave Razor's drunk ass there, since she don't want to shut up, since she don't want to talk it out like a woman, since she's super fucking intoxicated. Why don't we leave her here to sober up, and we go to the club and do our thing? It's not like it's going to make a difference. Hell, the crowd probably don't even know who Razor is at that point, so it's not going to make a difference if she's there or if she's not. Now, Tommy comes in and gives Razor a pep talk. And Tommy comes off kind of like the mother of the group in a way. I almost feel like she's an equal to Natalie at this point. She is a producer. She does have a producer credit, but I really like Tommy. I really like her energy. I like her big sister motherly vibe. I love her straight shoot and tell it like it is personality. And I've never watched her before this because I've never been a big Love and Hip Hop person. Excuse me. God, I told y'all I was going to be burping. But I want to go back and watch her season of Love and Hip Hop now. Should I? Do y'all like Tommy on Love and Hip Hop? Should I go watch that? Something about her on Baddies I really like. I don't know what it is. Now, Natalie gets all the girls back downstairs in a circle again. And I'm just like, here we go. We know all the girls in a circle downstairs again. And pretty much tells them, look, talk it out. What's the issue? We're about to go to the club. We don't want to drag this drama to the club. What y'all want to do? Talk it out. And Razor says, I feel violated. This is where Vicky says she doesn't feel, in her confessional, she said she doesn't feel like that Scottie violated Razor. But this is my thing. Who are we to tell someone that they are wrong and that they are not violated when they say they feel that? You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we as viewers may not see or feel like that Scottie violated Razor, we have to learn to accept when people say that to us, regardless if that was your intention or not. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It would almost be like me, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Maybe culturally, you know how some people go in for a kiss when they greet one another? Culturally, that's not acceptable some places. Like, I don't know where I could say, but let's just say I did that to a female and she says it made her feel uncomfortable. I may not have had that intention, but if that made her feel uncomfortable, I have to own that. I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable. It was not my intention. I apologize, and I hope we can move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my view of it. If Razor says she's feeling that way, then maybe we should accept that. And maybe Scottie should just apologize and move forward and say, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel that way, but if you did, if that's how it came off, I am deeply sorry. I never want to hurt anyone in that way. Because like I said earlier, it did look like to me that Scottie was being a little handsy at first. If you go back and watch, she kept grabbing like, what is that? What is that? Touching her from side to side, like, what is that? What is that? So I just think it's a big miscommunication and misunderstanding. I thought they were going to fight again, but we don't see any of that. I don't think they fought. If they did, it's probably going to be on next week's episode, but we didn't get a sneak peek of that. So I don't think they're going to fight again. I felt like this little episode, I feel like this episode was drug out. Like I said earlier, I wish we could have gotten more. This Razor and Scottie thing was just overkill. Something they could have squashed. I think they probably had no drama, so they just wanted to use this and keep it going. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Give me your thoughts and opinions. Do you feel like Scottie was out of line and touched Razor inappropriately? Or do you feel like Razor was doing too much and there was nothing inappropriate about what Scottie did? Do you feel like they were just all having fun and being touchy and handsy and drunk and doing what girls do when they get drunk? Like, what is y'all's thoughts on this whole situation? I'm curious to know. Make sure you chime in and join the conversation below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button right below this video. Last but not least, click the thumbs up button and like this video as well. When you do that, that helps support the channel and it shares the channel throughout the YouTube community to where more people can find us. I really appreciate you guys for stopping in on the after show this week and hanging out with me. Until next time, I'm Damien Gentry, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See you.